8:33, everybody, and imagine being an aspiring young gymnast, getting the surprise of a lifetime from one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. Needless to say, reactions priceless. Take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Simone Biles. I'm here in Brooklyn. We're at the Gold Over America tour, and I'm going to be surprising some kids. They're about to come out. Let's go.
Oh, I love all that excitement. The young gymnasts featured in that video have our next guest to thank for making the sport accessible to them. Wendy Hilliard was the first black athlete to represent the United States on the international stage in rhythmic gymnastics. She's also the founder of a foundation based right here in Harlem, focused on exposing children in underserved communities to gymnastics. So good morning to you, Wendy. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
I mean, what a career you had, but in the beginning you had to overcome a lot of obstacles. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you made it to where you with such a storied career?
Well, it was a lot of hard work. I will say that. So I'm originally from Detroit, and the story is that the recreation department hired these 4 coaches from the former Soviet Union. So it was pretty amazing that I had this great coaching. But, you know, being the first black on the rhythmic team came with its challenges. And then we also had to, one time they were picking the national team, and they didn't choose me because they said I stood out too much. My parents were not having that, so as a result, they challenged the organization, and I was able to go to the World Championships. But it's things like that that you have to deal with as a pioneer in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, you really were a pioneer in the sport, and you had it took a long time to get to where you are now, which is with the Wendy Hilliard Gymnastics Foundation, using your own story really to provide for some of the youth in these underserved communities, right? What made you want to start that over 30 years ago?
Well, you know, it wasn't quite 30 years ago, but about over 25 for sure. So I coached an Olympian, Allie-Ann Backrow Wilson, and as soon as I sent her off the Olympics in '96, I said I really wanted to go back to grassroots because it wasn't more diverse than when I was in the sport, and was so expensive. Her mother told me this sport's so expensive. So I wanted to go back to grassroots, so I wanted to offer it to kids in an urban area where they could walk to the gym, but to have very good coaching in gymnastics, and that's really what inspired me to start what I did.
And so how does your foundation deal with that then? How do you help folks?
It's a lot of work.
More work.
Sure. So we have to raise a lot of money, but we also have great partners. And so what we've done is we've found partners to help us with the location and the gym itself, because gymnastics needs a lot of space. But then we raise a lot of money, so we provide scholarships, and we have a lot of free classes. And if some of the athletes come to the elite level, we support them all the way. We just had one of our athletes compete at the World Championships in tumbling and win a bronze medal last fall. So it's really being committed to them as far as they can go, because gymnastics is just one of those sports that takes a lot of money to be successful and a lot of time, and that's what we come in for.
Yeah, when you look at the price tag, it can be discouraging for a lot of people.
Definitely. But, you know, the thing is, kids love doing gymnastics.
Oh, my gosh.
It is the most fun thing ever, and now we see it, you know, with Simone Biles and Gabby. When you see it a lot, kids want to try it, and that's what we want to do, is we want to offer kids that are in urban areas the opportunity to do gymnastics and be their best self.
Absolutely. You know, the foundation responsible for putting on the Harlem Invitational, right, at the Big Armory on 142nd Street. So talk about that event and what goes into planning something like that.
More work.
More work.
So we have 800 athletes coming, and so this is the biggest multidiscipline gymnastics meet in New York City, because we have rhythmic gymnastics, tumbling, trampoline, artistic gymnastics are coming from as far as California. But you've got to get the judges, and you have to get the coaches all prepared. But we're so excited. It's the 9th time we're doing it, and so we're excited to welcome people to Harlem and to this beautiful facility at the Harlem Armory. So it's really a labor of love, but it's a labor.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about all the hard work, but I'm looking at some of the gymnasts performing there right now. How rewarding is this work for you?
Very rewarding. Really, whenever I go into the gym, the kids are so excited. They wear their little purple leotards, and it's really a joy to do gymnastics, right? To learn to do a cartwheel. We have really great staff, really great coaches, which is really nice that it looks like them. So in gymnastics in the grassroots level across the country, it's not really very diverse. So I'm glad that I'm able to offer to young people where they can see coaches that speak their language or look like them and to enjoy the whole experience.
So important. Appreciate you. My daughter is part black. She's just getting into gymnastics. She did her first tumble. I don't know if it was meant to be a tumble, but we're going to go with it was a tumble.
Okay.
So thank you for paving the way for girls just like her, too. It's really, really important the work you're doing.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Wendy, thank you. So be sure to check out the Harlem Gymnastics Invitational at the Armory this weekend. If you see it, you can be it, right? All right.